Okay. I just want to reach higher. I just want to reach higher. And if you cannot understand what I'm saying, I'll say it again for the third time. I just want to reach higher. I just want to reach higher in my thinking. I think every day we should try to exercise our mind to some point to think beyond. And the reason why I am saying this is because I recently have been talking to people about my tattoo. Now, I've been wearing a lot of long skirts so people can't see the tattoos on my ankles or my feet. But when I do have the opportunity sometimes to sit down and like cross my feet over, people will see my tattoos and they'll want to talk to me about them. And I mean, that's kind of like the gift and the curse. Like, some people get tattoos because they want other people to see them and they want to talk. But for some people, it's just their body. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, this is an extension of my body. Now, whether you agree with tattoos or not, it's not that conversation right now. The conversation that I'm having is that I have the tattoo on my foot of the Eye of Horus. And so people look at it and they want to know, oh, that's a pretty eye, and does it have a significant meaning? And I just feel like, dang, you don't even know if it has a significant meaning. So how are we going to get to the end point of this conversation? And so I don't want to be one of those persons who doesn't know, or one of those type of people who don't know what things are. I want to be involved in every culture. Like, I would like to know things about this culture and this culture, you know, take from it, whatever, because it all took from us. So that's why we have to learn others, because when we learn others, we also learn extensions of us. So every day I try to reach this point in my mind where I already know what I know and I build off it. And I think that's how I'm coming to the personal conclusion of the truth of life. Because if I would have just stopped with church and said, all I know is Jesus. All I know is Jesus. Jesus is the truth, the way, and the light. That's all I know. If I would have stopped there, oh my God, what would have been depriving is that I would have known in my mind that this really happened to me, and this is all I ever know. Knew. It's just crazy. Like, you cannot just believe that there's one level of everything. Okay, I'm just going to be a Christian. Okay, I'm just going to believe in Jesus, and I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to know nothing about him. Those hypocrite Christians. And then I'm not going to know anything about what happened before him and before him. We don't need to know nothing but what we know, and that's it forever. I just can't. So people look at the eye on my foot, and, you know, they ask me questions about it. And I answer questions to the highest level of my knowledge. So when I get to like phase 2 of answering a question, it baffles me. Because the second question that people usually ask me is, why would you want to know what came before Jesus? Well, that's how I know that y'all minds is crazy. Don't you want to know who came before your grandma? Don't you want to know who came before her? Don't you want to know your people and their history? See, I need to know the full history. I want to know the full history of Earth. Because if I can learn the full history of Earth, then I can understand that there's other forms, there's other things out there, there's other planets. You understand the planets better when you understand your own. But damn, if you can't even evolve your thinking to stretch that far, how are we supposed to get to the point of enlightenment? I just had to share this with y'all because this is just how I feel. I'm just so tired of being around people who don't want to enlighten their minds. And then it's the people that you never think will talk to you in such a manner, you know. They blow your mind. They blow your mind. So I just want us to stay focused. I've been watching a lot of my sorors do yoga and meditate, and I really do want to get back to that point in my life where I'm doing that as well. I believe that my stomach will hurt less from anxiety issues and things of that nature. So I have been trying to meditate. I have been meditating, actually. I've been meditating, and I have had the opportunity to have someone meditate with me, and it's good. It's a good thing, man. If you don't know what meditation is, you know, find a video that talks about meditation. Maybe I'll get my life in order so I can be the person that you look up and see information on meditation. I need to get that in order. So I'm pressing on my life every day. Ever since I lost my mother, every day has been a more enlightened day. It's been a journey, because not only am I growing up learning myself, but I'm looking at my mom's pictures and I'm lighting candles for her, and I'm going through her life and try to understand how my mom handled things when she was my age, because my mom already had me. I'm 33. My mom had me at 27. So, you know, my mom already had me by this point in my life. So I just like to go back and look through her life and evaluate what all she did. Because at this point, I know of this age bracket, I could remember things. So my childhood was good. My mom did everything she could to love me. And she always told me, don't stop thinking, try to enlighten my mind. And that's why I wanted to bring y'all this video. So y'all have a good day. I know somebody got some comments in the bottom. If you agree or don't agree, or tell somebody else so they can watch and then agree or don't agree. So peace and blessings to everyone, and be safe, please, because it's just too much going on out here. Lord of mercy.